What a hit by Sinas! She just needed a glimpse of the goal, Nunez. Saved by Gillette. Remember the name Messi Sekic. Jeremio! Champions! Hello guys, and welcome down to Randall's Island. We are here for what can not be described as no less than a Wonder Kid showcase. We've got under-17s from New Amsterdam facing off against Tiro Sports. Good. Hey guys, and I'm here actually with Kevin from Tiro Sports, the founder of it. Kevin, tell us a bit about the boys out there today.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a collection of essentially the best juniors, rising juniors and seniors that we've identified throughout the globe, ranging from 12 different countries, and great grades, fantastic players, fantastic people, just looking to get that exposure here to come get recruited to some of the best colleges in the United States, and that's why we're here today to get that exposure and have you guys videotape and stream it live to all the college coaches out there.
We're really excited to see the level of the boys. And in terms of finding these players from all over the world, how is it? Are you doing it through scouting networks? How are you finding these talented players?
Yeah, great question. So we actually host 10 different ID camps, a few in Europe, a few across Asia, South America, where we actually bring college coaches from the United States, bring them to their backyards and their home countries, and from there we'll identify the top 2 or 3, 4 in each of the ID camps and invite them on tour to not just visit the colleges but also play in some of the best tournaments, in the Dallas Cup, the Surf Cup, throughout the year.
And so you mentioned to me that Tiro's been around for 8 years now. From just the few generations you've already had, where have some of Tiro players ended up?
Yeah, so it all started back in 2012 when we helped a kid go to Notre Dame. The next year we helped another kid go to Notre Dame. Both those kids ended up getting drafted into the MLS, and from there we've helped the range of kids getting into Yale to across all types of Division III, very high academic Division I. But I would say the vast amount of players are really looking for the combination of great athletics along with great academics, you name it though, we've helped over 80 players now get recruited. So.
And I know these boys have been in America for about a week. Where are they going to head to next after New York City?
Yeah, so we're going to head up to Boston, play against the Bolts up in Boston, visit another 7 or 8 colleges up there, and then head over to California where we play the Surf Cup, which is arguably one of the best recruiting platforms that there is in the United States. So.
And finally, Kevin, I got to ask you the big, ambitious question. Where do you hope Tiro Sports is in another decade? How many players are you going to be putting into colleges in 10 years?
Yeah, I mean, so we're hopefully expanding more into maybe helping players go pro, as well as maybe players getting into prep schools. And yeah, you name it. We could be, hopefully having not just one Tiro Sports team for the U18 age group, but one representing Europe, one representing South America, one representing Asia, and start to regionalize it and bring all 4 teams, to the Surf Cup, to the Dallas Cup. So hopefully just expanding, helping more and more kids get recruited.
Well, it sounds like an amazing organisation. I cannot wait to see the boys out there. Thanks so much for telling us a bit about it, Kevin. And yes, thank you. All right, guys, and we can see we've got the Tiro Sports boys out there in blue, and we're going to be kicking off in just a moment or two. All right, guys. We've got both teams about to come out onto the field. And New Amsterdam are in black. They don't have any numbers today, so we probably won't be doing names for New Amsterdam, but we certainly will for Tiro. And the game's going to be a little different today, just because it's a scouting expedition. We're going to have 3 thirds, which I think is maybe what they do in hockey, I'm not sure. But it's going to be 3 thirds of 30 minutes, just Tiro in particular. I've got a big squad. They have 24 players, as the founder Kevin was telling us. Travelling all across the country. They've been recruited from across the world. We've got players today in the squad for Tiro from Brazil, a lot from Britain, Italy, Thailand, Korea, Indonesia. Incredible range. We're at Randall's Island today in New York City. And if you saw us a little bit earlier at the Bowery League, you know it was absolutely storming it down. Thankfully, it seems like weather's calmed down just a little. Hopefully it stays that way. We are also under a bridge, or at least the field is. And off and underway we go. New Amsterdam under-17s in black and Tiro Sports in blue. And let's see what this talented group have got for us. A lot of them looking to impress, to try and get themselves into colleges, some even beyond that, into pro. As here comes Shin and early foray forwards by Tiro. And it's given out left for New Amsterdam. Play back to the goalie, and out to the centre back. And it's forced out for a throw in to Tiro. And it's drilled in for Shin. Shin couldn't quite bring it down in the first touch. They'll go out for another Tiro throw-in, deep inside New Amsterdam's half. And it's tossed in for Yardley. And Yardley, a lot of black shots around, done well then. Park. And it's come back for Sousa. Couldn't get a shooting opportunity though. Played away back to the goalkeeper. And it's a long-range effort, and it's clattered off of the bar by Aurelien. And he's had another shot on the turn, and he's finished that one. He did not wait around. In that occasion, cannoned the first strike off the bar. Took it down the second one, and a beautiful finish on the turn. And Aurelien gets the scoring off and underway early. First 5 minutes of this game. given out to the left back. Playing in, but intercepted by Yardley and Park. And Park's looking out left for Verano even, couldn't find him. And New Amsterdam with their first bit of pressure inside of the position off. The referee just checking the ball pressure okay. Looks like it meets the standards. And Londono gives it to Olsen. But Kayola, who opts for it long. Out to Shane. Well worked by Aurelien. Out to Park. And Londono. They weren't quite in the same wavelength there. Shane and Aurelien, and New Amsterdam is going to come away in the break. And it's dinked in and he's through. Kayola came off his line sharp enough to gather it. And Londono giving it to Olsen. Switched out to Cisse. And intercepted and played inside for New Amsterdam. It's nice feet. And he's got on the left foot. Driven a little bit out wide. Still going with it. Londono watching him very carefully. And Aurelien watching it well, bring it out and getting a free kick for Tiro. And Sousa giving it to Aurelien. Aurelien with a delicate dink, looking out for Shane, couldn't find it, can fall back to Yardley. And Londono, right back's got a little bit of space. Park, oh sorry, even Shin couldn't get his first touch on it. Back with Londono. Under heavy pressure, and he's forced it for a throw. Let's put down the line towards Yardley. He's going to be a throw for New Amsterdam that time. He's going to bring it down Yardley. That's a little bit loose at the pass, but it's found its way forward to the striker for New Amsterdam. Couldn't get away from Cisse. Cisse with some lovely feet. Shin. And he looked to slip through Yardley. Excellent work there by Cisse, who stepped up well to it and then showed some very nice foot skills for a centre-back. And New Amsterdam are just struggling to keep the ball at the moment. And Shane trotting it too long there though. Aurelien, who's been excellent so far, twisting and turning, but couldn't Maradona his way through two tackles. And New Amsterdam now played out to the left back. Reset back. And it's going to be whipped in towards that back post, and it's coming towards the back post, and the first touch was just not good enough back there. Londono. So it gives it back to Olsen. Kaiola. Out to Cisse. Cisse sending that one over the top, looking for Shane. And Shane putting some very heavy pressure on the referee, still not blowing up. A little bit surprising. But it's going to come to Shin, and Shin's taking it inside, and Shin having the shot, and it's a great low save by the goalkeeper. He worked the opportunity well there, Shin. It's back with the blue shirts again, and Shin. She's got a little bit in the way of Yardley there. And Amsterdam back with it on the right side. Didn't down the line, but just overhit that pass. And Tiro have dominated the possession so far. It's a lovely touch by Yardley. And Park's going to have some space to drive into. Looking in for Shin. And Shin's through. He can make it 2 here. The goalkeeper's gathered it. It just wasn't the first touch that was needed by Shin at all. Some good work down the right side. Yardley, great touch into Park. Orlean giving it to Shin. Yardley looking out for Park. He's going to find his way through to him. Park just couldn't get past the centre back from New Amsterdam. Let's play out to Sol. Now just a little bit loose. It's going to go out for a. And good first touch by Yardley. Going to be another throw in for Tiro. Park keeping in, and Londono skipped around one tackle but couldn't get past, but it's going to be another throw for Tiro. Londono gives it into Orlean, who just let it bounce and then ran away from him. But back with Orlean. And Olsen. To Sousa. That's going to go all the way back to Kaiola. And Kaiola. Just content to keep it right now, Tiro. Side, and New Amsterdam coming down this left side now. They're back, a lot of blue shirts running down. Sousa's going to give that to Park, and they have another chance to break here. It's a 4-on-3 for Tiro. Park with a great switch out, and Shane even looking in for Orlean, but it's behind him. It's going to be salvaged by Shin, and he slipped in Park. Park back across at the back post. And finished by Shane, completing a well-worked move by Tiro. And they've been dominant in the first 15 minutes of this game, and deservedly 2 up. And New Amsterdam have got a little bit of sorting out to do. And Cisse intercepting that one. That's well worked by New Amsterdam, and the pass a little bit over here, just going to be kept in, right by the corner flag. Whip back in, but no one in the middle there. And it's going to come out to Shane. And Orlin giving it to Shin, and Shin keeping it in at the back post, and it's just behind Sousa. It's going to come all the way through to Park. Park bringing him to his left, back to Orlin. And Shane wasn't aware of the danger behind him. Switched across out to the right back, it's going to come all the way to the right winger. And he's looking for the switch, couldn't find anyone though. Came back to Kaiola and out to Cisse. Cisse into Virano. Shane. Shane lets the run for Park. Park couldn't wrap his foot around it. He was looking for a ball in behind there, I think. Couldn't wrap it around. Now it's back again with Tiro. They've dominated the possession so far. Londono looking up long towards Shin. Couldn't find him. And Tiro making some changes. And Park is coming off. And Singer coming onto that right wing. And off to the left back. We'll just see when we get a look at that number. But it's Virano's come off of that left back position. Intercepted by Cisse. And it's Singer with his first touch. Back to Londono. A little bit loose the pass though. And as I said, this game's been playing a little differently to normal. We're doing 3 thirds of 30 minutes, just so Tiro, that's a long range shot by Singer, and floated it more than anything. Went a couple of feet over the bar in the end. We're doing 3 thirds of 30 minutes, just to enable all the different players to get rotated on. And it's Hendricks who's come on that left back position for Tiro. Nicely worked down the left side there by New Amsterdam. It's played across, and that was better from the home team. well work moved down the left, and it's a good ball across the 6-yard box. Just wasn't anyone gambling at the back post. Cisse gives it to Olsen. Londono. Sousa. Intercepted in the middle for New Amsterdam. They are left and just about kept in. But the final ball wasn't quite there, but New Amsterdam just starting to creep into this game a little bit. Orlin, who got the scoring going with a nice turn shot on the edge of the box. Good ball out to Singer. And the Blue Shots making their way up into the penalty area, and Singer's going to give it back to Sousa. Looking to dink it in towards Shin. And Yardley on the turn, great volley. Just couldn't quite control the direction, but struck it really well. And he's looked very lively so far. Had a while to watch that ball. Which sometimes made it harder, but he connected with that very sweetly. Cisse, a good dominated header there. Orlin. Switching it out to Londono. Back to Orlin. Sousa. And Olsen. Cisse just about retrieving that one. Hendrick going to Sousa. Sousa was looking out for Singer, couldn't find him. Singer to Olsen. Orlin just lost his footing, but a lovely feat to recover. And here's Yardley looking to slip through Shin. Shin just keeps it on. Oh, no, the referee's given a goal kick. And that's worked out by New Amsterdam, and they've got it on the right side. And he's ridden the tackle. Good recovery by Shane. New Amsterdam with what I believe is the first corner of the game. 20 minutes into it. What can they do from this? Yardley's going to bring it out. They skipped past one tackle, and Shin is all by himself. Couldn't find him though, Yardley. And New Amsterdam recovered about that ball. Well brought down there by the New Amsterdam attacker, and they've got three coming forward. It's looking to slip it through. Olsen shepherding it back to Kayola. And Londono to Singer. Singer just overrunning it, and New Amsterdam looking to come forward. Kayola off his line well there. And Shane giving it back to Orlin. Spotting Singer's run, looking to switch it out. It was a quite good enough ball though. Let's go back with Sousa. Yardy just hesitated. And Orlin, nice touch to take that away. Out left to Shane. Shane one-on-one, nice feet, and he's looking to drive that forward. And it's going to be a corner kick for Tiro. And Shane will deliver this one in. Centre towards the front, it's cleared out. Back with Sousa. Sousa twisting and turning, and Cisse's going to have the strike. It's blocked by the heel from New Amsterdam, and now they may have a chance to break. Just that final pass again, just lacking. Kyle off his line again to deal with that one, but as the game's gone on, the New Amsterdam have started to move the ball around a little bit better, starting to threaten just a little. Just one pass short from an opportunity. All in doing well there to work out to Singer. Singer looking for Yardley. Come back to Singer. Does well to switch out to Cisse. Cisse's pass. Hendricks just a little ahead of him. Yardley holding that one back to Hendricks. Shane and Sousa. Shane doing a twist away from that one, giving out to Orlin, and Shane was caught late. The referee's going to give a free kick for Tiro for that one. They're taking that one short, and Cisse is going to line it up for another long-range effort. Again, New Amsterdam blocking. That's a lovely pirouette by Orlin, who looked like he might have got clipped, but the referee not blowing. Kayola is going to come off his line, sweep that one away. Sent direct. Londono getting his head on that one. Orlin just getting out muscled off that one, but came in hard in that second tackle. Well done by him. And Shane into Yardley. Singer's in plenty of space on the right side, and it's fed out to him. Singer looking back to Yardley, and Yardley's going to have the shot, and it's a good last ditch intervention by the New Amsterdam centre back. It's going to be another corner for Tiro. Just a few minutes left in this first third. Singer whips in with his left foot, and it's a good ball. Shin wasn't too far away from that. Cisse not able to get a hold of that one though, and New Amsterdam's going to come away in the break. Right back though with Olsen. Sousa to Shin, nicely worked out. Yardley slipping it through to Shane. And they're on the attack again, Tiro, back across the face of the goal. Good clearance to the front post. Hendricks into Yardley. Just couldn't get away from all the black shirts around him though. But pushing hard to get that one back, and it's going to see what the referee just kind of holding his hands up, asking the referees to decide it for themselves, and then deciding a goal kick for New Amsterdam. And Londono closing that one well. And Shin slips into Singer, and Singer looks to square back across to Shin for an open goal. Couldn't find him though. And it's cleared out. Sousa looking to chip it across the shin of the back post. That's Cisse with another good header. And there is the referee's whistle, and that is the end of the first third. We're doing an unusual, as I was saying, 30 minutes for today, just so we can get lots of rotation of the different players. Tiro Sports have got 24 today. We can see them actually walking on right now. Guys, and thanks so much for tuning in, guys. And if you are watching on the YouTube, we've got so much more football coming to you from New York City in the rest of 2021. Hit that subscribe button. We have streamed 80 games, I believe, since the end of March, all the way from USL to youth to Bowery League, all corners. So you want to get in on that, hit that subscribe button, guys. And it's great to be out here today with New Amsterdam and Tiro Sports. And we've still got another 2/3 in this talent expedition. Guys, we'll just be back in a few minutes. Do not go anywhere. Alright guys, and welcome back. We're here for our second of 3 thirds today. Not 2. And it's going to be another 30 minutes. And it's a whole new lineup for Tiro, who ran out 2-0 in that first third. And Fever looking down the line of Lone, and here's Capone sending that one across. It's bounced it around. I almost fell down for Avalone. But New Amsterdam going to come away with the breaks, and I go out for a throw-in though. And there's no Nordberg. Into Avalone. Fever. Into Weinstein. Weinstein looking for the big switch, but telegraphed a little bit, intercepted. And I think coach Juliano Pereira gave his New Amsterdam team a bit of a talking to, and we'll see how they react. It's not the best first half from them, but certainly a talented group of boys when they can switch it on. And they finished in the EDP second division. Southwest, the New Amsterdam boys, they finished second, so they certainly had a good league season. And won a EDP Classic tournament as well. There's plenty of talent in the team. They're also bringing a couple of younger players as well today for New Amsterdam. But here's an attack here now on the left side. And it's crossed in. It's going to fall on the edge. Just couldn't quite get that touch under his feet. It's still with New Amsterdam though. The blue shirts of Tiro swarming around it. And dinked in towards the back post, but too close to Caiola. And Farino, or Farinola even, sorry. Couldn't bring that one down. And yes, I'm going to try and play this one out the back again. One back by Morgan. Just lost the physical battle. Farinola couldn't salvage it for Tiro. And here comes Saul for New Amsterdam. Intercepted by Simiek. And Farinola. Back to Gallagher. He's going to go out throw. Morgan. Lovely little slip inside to Gallagher. And here's Weinstein. And Weinstein's going to have the long range shot. And he's fizzed it into the bottom corner. And Weinstein, he directed it well. Didn't get a whole lot of power behind it though. The goalkeeper, I think, will be a little bit disappointed. He couldn't keep that one out. But Tiro knocking another one. Caiola coming off his line again. He's commanded his box well so far, the goalkeeper. Fever. That's Capone. Capone couldn't keep a hold of it though, and New Amsterdam back with it. Goal gives it out to Fever. Weinstein just couldn't get the power behind that pass. Fever gives it all the way back to Kaiola. And Capone down the line to Morgan. Just about keeps it in. Turning sharply into Weinstein. And Weinstein was looking for the run of Capone, who'd carried on. And a foul called on Vidigal. Just went over the ball, which I think is what the referee didn't like. That his foot was a little bit high. And it's going to be a corner kick for New Amsterdam. Thankfully, the rain has held off. It's been a day of extremes. It was about 90 early in the day, and then in the afternoon, during our Bowery live stream, the heavens opened. They thankfully stopped before this one. That corner sent in towards the back post and over everyone. It wasn't a bad delivery, but no one had hung back. Morgan looking to flick it on towards Avalon. One back by New Amsterdam. A nice touch inside, and that was almost very well worked. A little unfortunate, hit the back, but it's one back well. Pass was just over hit the through pass, and Kaiola off his line to deal with it. Gallagher into Weinstein. Weinstein passed away with that one, and it's given out to Farinola. It's going to be a free throw-in for Tiro, deep inside in New Amsterdam's half. And well worked down that right side by New Amsterdam. Played back inside, got some numbers coming forwards, switched across. Again, just the final ball not connecting for the team in black. Well, brought down by Capone. Past Avalon wasn't quite what's needed though, but didn't give up on it there, Capone, and now he's going down and he's going to win a free kick for Tiro in a good crossing position. Fever will send this one in. 5 blue shirts in the box. Wasn't a great one though by Fever. He's going to fall back to Gallagher. Fever is going to have another crack at it. And that's a better ball in. It's looking towards Farinola, intercepted though. Simiak. And Simiak onto his right foot, has the shot. And it's in that same corner. It crept in earlier in this half. And that one's given in to Weinstein. Just let that ball run away from him though. Some nice feet there by the centre forwards. pass out to the left winger. Just about keeping it in. And again, great feet, skipping past two, the Amsterdam striker, drilled back across. Kaiola again, gratefully receiving that one at the front post. And Weinstein getting his foot onto that one again. And it's a hard but fair tackle in the middle by the New Amsterdam player. And looking over the top, a gap has appeared in the Tiro defence. And Saul from New Amsterdam's moving forwards, and he took the touch and he went down. And the looking at the referee half-heartedly for a penalty. Simeon giving it to Gallagher. Now we are halfway through the second third of 30 minutes. With Tiro 3-0 up now, having scored one in the second third. It's a Gallagher goal. Morgan got a lot of black shirts around him, couldn't hold them off. So much cut back inside. So a full back to a black shirt. Well tackled by Avalone, and Gallagher looks to bring it out. And Fivo with excellent defensive work there just to put the pressure on it. But it's back again with Amsterdam. No Norberg to Simiek. Faranola. Morgan. And Capone and plenty of space on that right side. And found. The pass just took a little bit too long, and then Amsterdam carry out. Fever winning it back though. And Morgan. Great tackle by the centre back for New Amsterdam there. Gallagher looking for Faranola on the back post, accepted. Gallagher battling well in the middle and getting, the referee giving the free kick on Gallagher actually. Just a little too much tussling there for the referee's liking. And guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're in New York City and you're looking for a live stream of your own, Game of Frame is looking to do all corners in New York City. We have done 80 games since March. Let's hold that thought for a second. There's a decent looking crossfield ball, brought down well by 5, but good recovery by Fever. But as I was saying, we've done about 80 games since March. We've done everything from USL2 to the United Women's Soccer League, down to U Soccer, Cosmopolitan League. But if your team wants that full Game of Frame experience with the commentary and everything, either shoot us an email at that email address or direct message us on Instagram at Game in Frame. That one's cleared out to go. Put his foot through that one. Bit of goal. So out to No Norberg. Simiak. Nice little give and go with Gallagher. Simiak into Avalone. And Weinstein. Some space to drive forwards into. He's going to look for Capone, and that's a fantastic ball. Capone on the first time finish, and it's just past the post. It's excellently found by Weinstein. That pass was on a tee for Capone. His keeper was caught in no man's land by the first time finish. Just past the post. Vidigal covering that pass well, and Capone getting caught in it. Avalone. And that's a nice little dink through. Couldn't find Sol, who was coming on behind for New Amsterdam. Simiak to Farinola. Farinola looking behind, and Capone is through again, but that pass was just a fraction ahead of him. But Capone with some searching runs in behind the New Amsterdam defence at the moment. Vidigal dealing with that one very coolly, and getting it back to Kayola. And No Norberg. Simiak back to No Norberg. And just a few minutes left in this, the second of our thirds today. Doing the thirds just so to allow more rotation for Tiro Sports. They brought 24 boys with them today. Simiak just winning another throw for Tiro. And nicely skip past the tackle there by New Amsterdam winger, coming back in on the right foot and looking for the back post. Again, the final ball just not quite up to standard, and that is an absolutely clattering tackle on Farinola. And Morgan. Switched up to Fever. Capone. Cutting in. Still going Capone. Last touch, let him down, took it out of the touchline, but he's looked very dangerous on that right side, Capone. There they come forwards again, New Amsterdam. Good tackle there by Fever though. He's going to go out for a New Amsterdam throw in. And New Amsterdam just content to keep a bit of possession right now. Tiro not too bothered about them having it either. They're looking up direct, but easy enough for no Norberg. Right with New Amsterdam though in the midfield. Good skipping footwork. It's going to be free kick for New Amsterdam. Fever with a very audacious back heel on his own box and almost put them into a little bit of trouble for a second. But the New Amsterdam shot didn't get enough power behind it. And it's out with Simiek. Weinstein just held on to it a fraction too long. And that's a good ball in. And the first touch just, again, not bringing it down. But New Amsterdam knocking on the door a little bit at the moment. And Fever just going to bring it up forwards. And that's well worked, and it's down on the left side. Vidagol came across and covered it and just shepherded that one out. Fever giving it to Weinstein. Morgan. Avalon looking for that give and go with Morgan. they've won it in a dangerous position, and Morgan tried to bend it into that far corner, caught it well, just a fraction past the post. And unfortunately, one of the joys of Randall's Island is how much space there is behind the goal, and that's gone a good 40 yards behind the goal. Which means there's time for a new ball. Amsterdam playing it around the back, and in the end it's just opting to clear it out. There we go, got a first hand on it, and out they come now, Amsterdam. And that's a searching ball through, but Carriola once again very alert off of his goal line, sweeping up the danger. Simia giving that in to Gallagher, and Gallagher with a lovely ball slip through towards Farinola. Just didn't quite have the legs to get on the end of that. It's a little bit overhit, but it's a great idea by Gallagher. Morgan's won that back again. Morgan couldn't get past the last finish. Going to come back to Winiek. Sorry, even Weinstein. Gallagher gives it out to Fever. Fever jumping through the tackles. He got past two. Third one held him up. That's going to be a corner for Tiro. Gallagher gives it back to Fever. And Gallagher's going to send that one across the goal. Capone! And the keeper's made a fantastic save there. Point blank. The keeper reacted quickly enough to make the stop. It's an excellent ball in by Gallagher. And they're coming forwards again, Tiro. Morgan, lovely touch through to Capone. And Capone cuts in his left. Capone! And that is a super finish. Cool as you like. And Tiro are putting on quite an expedition this afternoon down at Randall's Island. Lovely little cut back by Capone, and just place that in. And that's probably going to be the last real action of note of this second third that we are doing in this special format today. Unless the coaches may have decided to maybe just go to the halves, because it's starting to lose a little daylight and the floodlights haven't come on. I'm not sure if they are going to come on today. But here's Morgan on the turn, struck it well, and it still may drop to him. Nope, it's gone back to the Amsterdam keeper. Good tackle by Farinola. Avalone, Gallagher, Simiek. He's looking for Capone, couldn't get the angle right. And there is the end of our second third. So we're going to have one more 30 minutes. And do not go anywhere, guys, we'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back, and we're here for our last third. It's going to be 30 minutes. And Amsterdam looking to make a quick introduction, and it's slipped through, and that is the goal. Cisse could not retrieve it. And they hit the ground running. New Amsterdam. Perfectly weighted ball through, and a lightning burst of pace by a striker who made no mistakes in the finish. And whatever Coach Pereira said to them in the break certainly had its impact. Cisse is going to give that out to Olsen. And Verano's looking to find Singer out on the right side. Here comes New Amsterdam, a little bit more energised. Looking to slip it through, and Olsen got it out, but New Amsterdam win it back again. And coming down that right side, played back across. Dangerous moment, it's going to come back to the edge. I think it's Verano who got the touch on it. Oh, sorry, even Londono. And referee blowing up, and that's going to give him a brief reprieve. Sousa giving that into Londono. Sorry, there's Londono. Sousa. Looking for Verano, couldn't find him. And that is a lovely dink finish by Shin. Ball broke through to him. And clinical finish. And the goals are coming thick and fast so far in this last third of the game. Olsen. So, looking out for Park. Olsen giving it into Simiek. Just couldn't get it sorted out between them. And there's Simiek again. He's going to find out to Park. And Shin looking to stay away Park, and Park's going to be impeded by a good defensive tackle by the Amsterdam right back. It's going to be a corner kick. Delivered in the front post, and the clearance was miscued. Bounced around very perilously for a second from New Amsterdam, but it's out now, and they're going to look to break. The pass just was not good enough, though. And Olsen giving that to Kaiola. New Amsterdam moving the ball much better so far in this last period of the game. And that's a good long-range shot, and went well wide in the end, but caught that one well. For a second, I was dreaming of the spotlights. Cisse. Into Singer. The winger's just moved inside a bit. Hendricks. Back to Olsen. Verano. Back to Hendricks. It's a good tackle by Verano. And the referee playing advantage for Tiro. And here comes Park. He's got Singer on the right, and Park's going to go for it himself and just flashed it over the crossbar. Singer a little unhappy he didn't get that ball. Simek will bring this one out. Well turned there by Londono. Simiek. Just trying to find it to the feet of Shin, but intercepted. It's just not quite flowing quite as freely as it had before for Tiro at the moment. Cisse to Londono, back to Cisse. Singer to Verano. And Sousa just got the ball caught under his feet. Lovely little flip back, and Singer into Shin. Shin looking to finish, and again just over the crossbar. Did well to work himself that half yard to get the shot away. That one was drilled out, brought down by Simiek and Londono to Verano. Shin's looking for Park, and now they're just starting to hit their gear again, Tiro. Park battling away for it on the far side. Well done there by the Amsterdam right back though, very well done. Skipping past a few tackles after winning that ball. Shin just down for a moment, and it looks like unfortunately he's going to have to take a break. Shin, that might be the last we see of him today. He's looked very dangerous up front for Tiro. It looks like Yardley is going to come on in place of Shin to that centre forward position. Got going across, got a touch on it, but it's going to go out for a corner kick for New Amsterdam. And it's sent in towards the back post, and it's gone over everyone. It's go out for a throw-in for Tiro. good work there by Amsterdam, just come away with that ball and looking to whip it behind. Cisse alert to it. And fantastic ball by Cisse out to Singer. And looking to slip through Yardley, just didn't put enough on the ball. It's come through to Yardley anyway. And Sousa. Pass has just pushed Yardley out wide a little bit. And a free kick given for Yardley. Looked more like he lost his footing than anything. But it's going to be right in the corner of the box for Tiro. Sousa and Virano both standing over it. It's going to be Sousa going to give it to Virano, and Virano takes it on the left foot. It was a clever little idea, but couldn't connect on it properly. Virano. Not a great throw by the goalkeeper though, and it's right back. Singer. Virano. Couldn't quite bring it down. Amsterdam coming up with it. Down the line. And a good tackle by Olsen. It's going to go out for a corner though for New Amsterdam. That ball sent in towards the penalty spot, cleared out. Park just got his feet in a bit of a jumble. He's going to go out for a New Amsterdam throw-in. And they're coming forwards again. Yardley gives it out to Virano. Park couldn't find Yardley though. And well watched by Capone, who's come on to the right side. And Yardley into Singer to Capone. Capone. Keeper got a foot on it and it's just gone wide, and then in the back post, Park couldn't finish it. And Singer's down now for Tiro. I imagine these boys have been playing a lot of football the past week or so. I was speaking to the founder, Kevin, before the game, in case you missed it. He said they were travelling plenty of other places. He mentioned Washington, California. He's up on his feet now, Singer. I think it's actually an impact injury on his shoulder. So hopefully nothing too serious by the looks of it. And that's a good ball over the top. And given to the right back, who swung it well, and it's just shaved the outside of the post. Beautifully shaped shot. Just needed a little bit more bend. That would have been something special. And New Amsterdam coming down that right side again. And it's falling to the striker. Olsen stepping up well though. Park bring it down but couldn't get a turn away. It's a smart little outside the foot cross by defender. Awkward. Cleared out, and it's looks like we've got a Vidigal's come on that left back position for Tiro, and Singer is back moving again. And Verano, we've got 2 number 3s now on, but it's Verano, that number 3. Just ran away from that time. Got about 10 minutes left on the clock. And we were hoping to see some exciting talent for this next generation of players that are hoping to get into some top college schools. Some of them even to go pro, and we certainly haven't been disappointed. Been some fantastic stuff on display today. A few very high quality goals as well. And that's a lovely flick through to Yardley, who was stopped by a great tackle. Verano playing some very nice stuff in the middle for Tiro. Vidigal. Back to Olsen. And that's gone short though, and there's a chance for another, and the keeper, Viola, has just got his hand on it. Really should have been finished. Another goal back for New Amsterdam. Tiro escaping that one. Lonzano to Capone. Capone looking to stay away to Yardley, and it's a foot race. And Yardley's got on it, and he's going to finish it, Yardley. And he just wanted it the most there. I think the keeper got a kick on the shin there, but I think it was 50-50 boys entitled to go for it. And pure determination for that goal there by Yardley. And it's not been the happiest of afternoons for that New Amsterdam defence, or New Amsterdam indeed at all. Missing a lot of their usual players, the U17s for New Amsterdam, missing about 8, I think, if I got it right. So they had to call up some from the the under 15 and 16s to the squad today. So definitely not seeing a full strength New Amsterdam team today. Got another player down as well, struggling for them. And guys, in this brief intermission, just wanted to well, actually, you know what, the referee has called the full-time whistle there. I think we're just about losing the daylight. And that does it for a fantastic late afternoon exhibition of some very talented under 17-year-olds. You might see a couple of these boys on the big screen soon enough. And guys, just want to let you know that on Tuesday we're going to have more action. We're going to have a tournament brought to you by Bamba, and that's going to be on Tuesday all the way from 12 to 6 o'clock. It's going to be 3 quarterfinals, a semi-final, and then a final. And of course a trophy ceremony at the end of all that. So tune in for that one. Well guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much to Tiro Sports and New Amsterdam for bringing us in today. It's been a pleasure being down there covering the game. And have a great rest of your Saturday evening, guys.